Hi everybody, happy Thursday. Welcome to Sports and Roses. First before I start, let me apologize for not posting anything for week 3. I had a whirlwind European trip that totally knocked my socks off. I was I was not in the same time zone. Games were coming on at like 3 a.m. over there on a Friday morning. It was crazy. So I did not post anything for week 3. But I'm back, and I am happy to say that so are the regular NFL refs. To wake up to the news that there was an actual deal was great. It was almost like Christmas morning, or better yet, like opening day. Because for all you avid football fans, you know that the replacement refs have been replacements. Um, I'm sure that when they agreed to take that job, they didn't realize the pace of the game, the size of the individuals, and how much weight that they carry when they miss calls, make the wrong call, um, have phantom calls, or they basically call something that will decide a game. I don't think they were prepared for it, and the NFL did them a disjustice by putting them in those type of situations because I'm sure some of them had no idea what they were in for, but they had an opportunity to do something that they probably always dreamed about, especially since becoming a ref. And I understand that these individuals were taken from the Lingerie Football League, high school, Division 3. I'm not gonna lie, I wish they would have called me because I've always wanted to ref a game or coach a game in the NFL. That was like a childhood dream of mine, but that's neither here nor there. So let's get down to business. It is Thursday night football, and tonight we have the Cleveland Browns visiting the Baltimore Ravens. I will be honest with you, with this game being scheduled right now, I wish they would have showed a Football Life Cleveland 1995 last night as like a precursor to this game. I just thought that dynamic would have been awesome, but that's neither here nor there. So we have the Cleveland Browns at the Baltimore Ravens. I'm taking Baltimore. I attended Sunday night's game against New England, and I saw how deep Baltimore had to dig to pull that win out. And it just showed that they are getting better every week. Flacco might have started off kind of iffy, but he really finished the game with the help of Torrey Smith, of course, the defense, Ed Reed, Ray Rice's offense. But I have a feeling that they can beat a Cleveland team. I mean, Cleveland's 0-3. So then on Sunday, we have Carolina at Atlanta. I'm going to take Atlanta. Atlanta's just on fire right now. Everything is clicking on all cylinders with their up-tempo offense. I, I mean, Carolina is good, but they're not good enough to beat Atlanta. Then we have New England at Buffalo. I'm taking New England. They just lost a game, and you know that when New England loses, they always come back and stomp their next opponent. I can't see them losing 2 in a row, especially to a team like the Buffalo Bills. Then we have Minnesota at Detroit. While Minnesota is surprising some, including me, Christian Ponder has stepped up. The receivers have stepped up. The defense has stepped up. And Detroit coming off of a heartbreaking loss, I just see Detroit winning at home. I know Matthew Stafford he's returning back to the field today after getting a hip injury. So that may be a little test for them, but I'm quite sure that they can pull it out. You have Tennessee at Houston. These are always good games, and it's always hard for me to call. But after the way that Matt Schwab played, um, I have to go with him. He is a straight warrior. His passer rating, I believe, is something like 114. I mean, this is even after taking hit after hit after hit, having his ear, torn. I just think that their offense with Arian Foster is just so much better than Tennessee's, especially with Chris Johnson not running like we're used to seeing him run. Then we have San Diego at Kansas City. Kansas City Chiefs suck, period. So I'm going to have to go with San Diego. Then you have San Francisco at the New York Jets. Normally I would take San Francisco um, in this particular matchup, but normally when West Coast teams come to the East Coast and it's a 1 o'clock game, they always do very badly. And that's because their body thinks it's 10 o'clock. I honestly think the NFL should schedule any team coming from the West Coast to the East Coast. They need to schedule those games at 4 to give the players' bodies time to adjust. But that's neither here nor there. Here nor there. I do understand that Revis Island is closed down. He's out for the season. So the San Francisco 49ers should be able to get some type of good passing plays, but I still see the Jets pulling it out. Then you have Seattle at St. Louis. I'm taking Seattle, even though they should have lost last week. I'm going to take them just because of the way their defense played. If you take away all the missed calls, phantom calls, and of course the scandal at the end, their defense is nasty. And if they get at St. Louis the same way they got at Green Bay, it's going to be a long night for St. Louis. Then you have Miami and Arizona, taking Arizona all the way. Kevin Kolb surprised me the way he stepped up. Of course, their defense is nasty. They have the best receiver in the league with the best hands in Larry Fitzgerald. So that's an easy one. You have Oakland at Denver. I'm going to take Denver in this one just because I think Peyton Manning is just a better quarterback. You have Cincinnati at Jacksonville. Cincinnati beat up on my Redskins. I can see them beating up on Jacksonville as well. You have the 0-3 Saints at the 1-2 Packers. I'm going to take the Pats because the Pats are pissed, period. And they are going to come out and they're going to just rattle Drew Brees all day long. Clay Matthews is going to have like 3 sacks. I'm calling it here on this blog. You have Washington at Tampa Bay. I'm sad to say I'm going to have to go with Tampa. Washington right now has like a rash of injuries. We just signed a new running back because Halu is out for, I believe, the season. We placed him on IR. Of course, Brian Orakpo is out for the season. I think Kerrigan has a knee injury. RG3 is taking too many hits. D'Angelo Hall can't cover anybody. I mean, they just have a laundry list of problems after looking so promising in game 1. Then you have the Giants at Philadelphia. I'm taking the Giants. I mean, there's no way Philly's offensive line is going to be able to handle the Giants' front four. It's just not going to happen. I mean, that's a no-brainer. Last but not least, you have Chicago at Dallas. In my heart, I want to pick Chicago. I really, really do, but I think Dallas is going to pull this one out. Just a little tidbit. I do want to take the blog in a different direction this year and focus on the positive things that the players do. We always hear about them in the news when they get arrested or when they get fined for hits. But we never hear about the positive things they do. We never hear about their charities. And I'm not just talking about the ones that participate because the NFL makes them participate. I'm talking about the players who have stepped up in the community, either where they're from or where they currently play, to give back. They have such a platform to spread positive vibes in the environment and to help those who find themselves in bad situations. And some of them are actually doing great things, whether it's, a charity donated to medical research, giving back to single mothers, helping the youth. And it's not just them, it's their spouses too, so I really want to touch on that. But anyway, those are my week 4 picks. Tell me your thoughts, tell me your picks. Tell me if you know a player that needs to be featured in their community service efforts. Other than that, have a great Thursday, a great weekend, happy football. Congratulations to the Russ for coming back. I'm so happy to see you. Don't mess up any calls. All right. Bye.